The simple way to describe Innovation Group is we're an organization that's dedicated to the insurance carrier market. We build software products, we take them to market through a variety of different routes, but in principle we use technology to help insurance carriers improve their businesses. And that's a growing trend in the market. We see in the market over the next 3 or 4 years big changes coming for insurers. It's the use of mobile platforms, lots of different communication vehicles, portals and so on. And that's really all about trying to deliver more and more value to their clients. So in a sense, we're reaching through the insurance carriers to make sure we really understand their needs and then providing them with services and software that can help them modernize their businesses. And we do that not just here in the US, but also across Europe, in South Africa and Australia. We have a worldwide workforce of about 2,800 people. Those are our directs, and a similar number who work for us indirectly. So we have scale. We are an organization that can deliver a lot of capability within a particular geography. Our insurer's suite of products cover policy, claims, analytics, and then we have configuration and tools. So the whole profile of what we're doing in our suite is to make sure that we can supply all the software requirements for an insurance carrier. The second thing is we're making sure that the rule of one applies. That is one man-machine interface, one data structure, set of data formats, one configurability suite, and so on and so forth. So that more and more, as you look into our software, you see uniformity, you see ease of use, and obviously rapid deployment. The one big thing that we believe we can deliver to an insurance carrier is the ability to deliver from the rule of one. And that's going to be a fundamental plus, I think, in our armory in helping our insurance carrier clients with their needs. The second thing I would say is that contained within our software is a lot of very, very clever functionality, which we can bring to bear in lots of different ways. In other words, making sure that the software actually fits your requirement rather than an abstract requirement. So with the profile that we have in motor and property around the world, I would say that our insurance suite is very, very configurable, very full of functionality, but it does conform to the rule of one, and we think that's a bit of a unique in the market. So you won't have a data structure in claims which is different to policy. It's the same. At Innovation Group, we're dedicated to staying up with technology, and in particular the big developments like cloud and SaaS. Cloud has a particular impact for us. We work quite closely with IBM in that world, and we're intent on making sure that as we put our solutions to market, we can actually cope with all those environments, indeed make them optimal. And that's important because not every insurance carrier is going to carry on doing the same thing for the next 4 or 5 years. A lot of carriers are going to adapt what they're doing so that they can also incorporate new ideas and new ways of putting policies to market through those environments. We also, I think, in working with IBM and a number of other big players, have concluded that one size does not fit all. We've got to be able to adapt what we're doing so that we can do SaaS, we can do BPO, and we can do licensed software sales, and we can also help our clients exploit the cloud properly. Our offer to the market comes in 3 different forms. We do business process outsourcing, we do SaaS or software as a service, and we also sell software licenses. The important thing to understand is that our insurer's suite of products, that is claims, policy, analytics, all the configuration and tools software, basically comes to market through each one of those guises. So we use our own claim software product in Insurer to run our own BPO business around the world. And our BPO business basically is based in geography. So here in a particular country, we are able to process claims on behalf of our clients, put them into the repair network and have the cars or the properties fixed and give them back so that basically with very high levels of customer satisfaction, and also reduced indemnity spend. So the whole idea is to take our software products in the insurer suite and put them to market in those three different ways. I've talked about BPO. The second way really is to sell software licenses to large carriers, medium and small, who want to process using modern software. Our suite is based on modern principles and a single data structure and so on and so forth, so that when you use it, it can, in combination with portals and mobile applications and so on, produce for you a different scale and reach of insurance solution. So really it's all about solutions, and we put those solutions to market in those three different ways: through BPO, through software licensing and SaaS, all based on the insurer suite. Our partnerships with insurance carriers are built on long-term principles. We want to understand an insurance carrier's needs, not just now, but out into the future, and make sure that our software technologies, as we put them to market, can really help them with the problems they have. So in the future, I think we see insurance carriers as needing to be more agile, more able to cope with mobile communications, much more able to understand the profitability of the various policies that they put to market, not just from a money viewpoint, but also from a customer satisfaction viewpoint, and also in terms of what goes on in the market, whether there's a catastrophe going on and so on and so forth. So a big part of the future, we think, is going to be based around analytics. In the insurer suite, there are basically three principal elements: claims, policy, and analytics. And it is analytics that for the next 2 or 3 years is going to help those carriers really analyze their policies, their claims, in fact, all the various parts of their business, so they can optimize what they're doing. And I think the second thing is being able to cope with modern technologies as it comes down track. The web, everything is being done over the web these days, and that's going to be an increasing trend. But also we want to see the use of our software in ways which makes the insurance carrier much more agile and able to deliver higher levels of customer satisfaction to their clients. We deal with hundreds of insurers around the world, and we are constantly following up on new business opportunities. Our business at the moment is growing. We're probably one of the growth leaders in our markets, not just in business process outsourcing, but also in license sales around the world. And we have a number of very long-term relationships with very large carriers, as well as some very recent relationships with new startup carriers. So we see our business as evolving. We see it as dealing with insurance carriers who may want to consolidate, insurance carriers who may want to try a new product or a new approach in the market, but also in the firm and fair knowledge that we're going to be around for at least the next 25 years, and that we will be able to ship the kind of value proposition that they want to see from our software platforms. We have a number of different geographies that we work, obviously the US, Europe, Australia and South Africa, and we have a number of different clients in different places doing different things. I'd like to give you a couple of examples of where I think we're doing interesting things. Firstly, a lot of insurance carriers have bought a lot of other insurance carriers, and we do help quite a large number of our clients now help integrate those different policies onto a common platform, for instance. So actually bringing together a lot of disparate systems and making one uniform whole so that the efficiency of that organization shoots up. And we have examples of that literally in every geography we work. I would also say that at the other end of the spectrum, we like to work with the really innovative new insurance carriers. Now, sometimes that's just an existing carrier putting a new product to market or a new concept to market, and some of the time it's a brand new insurance startup. But we like working with those guys, particularly because we see the innovation there and we want to reflect that in our software and services. So I would say that in broadly, we work at both ends of the spectrum: new startup, new product, and also existing if you will, big industrial insurance carriers who need to consolidate onto single platforms. Our business at Innovation Group has been focused on the insurance carrier industry for a long time. We have a lot of clients around the world. We operate in a large number of insurers, not just here in the US, but also in Europe, South Africa, and Australia. And we believe, and I think there's every evidence to back this up, that we are really experts in our field. We want to ship that expertise in long-term partnerships with clients. We don't see ourselves as selling a product or selling a piece of BPO. We want to know that there's a relationship there that we can work together on out into the future. That's the first point to make, I think. The second core sort of issue in our strategy is to say, right, we've got to be able to put really, really good world-class software to work in these environments, not just for policy or claims or analytics, but also all the configuration and tools we need to make those systems come alive and deliver real value for real clients in real partnerships. In addition to that, we've also got to be flexible in how we approach the market. So the third sort of major tenet in this strategy is to say, if a client of ours wants to do business process outsourcing, we'll do it for them with our own software and process and so on and so forth. But we'll also sell them that same software so they can use it in a licensed environment for themselves, or we'll sell it to them on a software as a service basis, one click at a time. And that approach, we think, is going to be fundamental to the next 3 or 4 years. And the reason for that is because insurance carriers themselves are adapting rapidly to changing markets. Let's face it, the web has changed everything and will continue to change a lot of the way that insurance carriers do business. Not just here, but in every other country in the world. And if somehow we can tap the capability of that software in insurance applications that we have in our insurer suite, and we can make that web-enabled, we can make that reach to mobile, we can make that become more and more efficient in helping you analyze your business as well as run it, then we think we are going to ship a lot of value in the partnership.